Welcome back everyone to 4X Alchemist YouTube channel. I'm David, and we have another special PvP head-to-head game between my brother and I for you guys today. I'm playing Cravers again, James is playing his Lumeris, and I have a whole bunch of new strategies. James is on the other line.
Hey guys, you're going down, David.
Yep. And we're going to see if I can beat him this time. Unfortunately, I've lost both of our last two games that we've played head-to-head.
Woo!
And so I went into the training session and worked out a whole bunch of new, interesting, and I think really powerful strategies to take up against them. So here we go. Alright, hey everyone, I just disconnected chat with James, and I'm just going to give you a short overview of the game settings. We have our standard AI competitive settings, 10 competitors, endless difficulty, hard civs, random galaxy, and huge size. One change that we're doing is that since they fixed the Unfallen, I think they're really strong and competitive, so we're using 2 Unfallen AIs instead of our normal 2 Empire. We have the economic victory turned off, as you can see right here. But other than that, we are ready to go. And I think I just got the sign from James that he's ready, so here we go into the game. So, during my last little intro video, I alluded to some new clever strategies that I've come up with. And this was to address the problem of happiness. In my last game and in the last couple, I was trying to make the religious cravers work by utilizing the saints and sinners builds, but I think that's incorrect. I think the delay, so you have to switch over to the religious, a religious government, and then you have to wait for 2 more elections, so a 40-turn gap before you actually get to use the saints and sinners bill. And I think that 40-turn gap is just too long, and you lose your early mid-game power as the Cravers, and it's just not a viable solution. Oof, that is a terrible first place. This is going to be really problematic for us. I can already tell. Really not good. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to be sticking with our military government for the whole time, and then relying on this, us or them, to grant us an additional plus 20 happiness per war on systems to get us through our late game happiness problems, so that we can get a nice big empire. So we're going to start out doing our standard probe exploit. Just as always, if you've seen any of our other videos, both my brother and I do this every single time because I think it's just really, really strong. So you just put on some more probes, upgrade your ship now that ship upgrades are super cheap, and we can kick out some extra probes. I should probably put that one up that way, but that's okay. Let's look at our galaxy shape. We have a nice oval galaxy, so I'm going to throw a probe this way as well, and we're going to have one scavenger go that way and the other one go down there. Always start Xeno-Industrial Plant, by far the best. And after that, and your research is going to be Xenobiology to get the public-private partnerships to get that nice science. As you can see, we have a really, really shitty start. 1 tier 3 planet and 2 tier 4s, so we're not going to be able to get any good industry or really good anything going at the beginning of the game because the husk planet is going to be depleted relatively quickly. So this is really unfortunate. We're already in a pretty rough spot, but we're gonna try and make it work. Hopefully it won't be too detrimental, and that hopefully that's just not an auto lose. I don't think it is, but it's always a possibility. Ugh, that's another strange start. I mean, if we can get our influence up, that'll be a nice free 100 science per turn, but it won't be for a while. Okay, let's see. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. I think we are all good. Okay, looks like we're just waiting for James at the moment. Oh, and we failed our... Wow, that's such a shitty start. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and build our Locust class ships, which are going to be our early game attacker ships. So you just take your exploration class ship, throw on a couple of weapons, a defense module, and an engine, and this is a really nice little early attack ship that's super cheap. And that's how we're going to be able to utilize our early game power to take this guy. Definitely going to take this guy. The Art of Science minus 10% technology costs is one of the best minor civ faction traits that you can get, and that gives us a nice easy 15 happiness. As you guys might have noticed, I meant to put on Super Taxac last turn, but I wasn't using Toys for Boys because, unlike most of the other civilizations, because you start with one slave, Toys for Boys would not bring you up to happy, so you wouldn't get that bonus 15% science and dust to offset the cost of Toys for Boys like you can with all the other civilizations. However, now that I've found a minor civ and gotten the 15 happiness from declaring war on it, let's go ahead and throw on Toys for Boys, and you can see that we go up to 80 happiness, get that 15% science, so you actually get a net increase of 5% science. So throw on Toys for Boys only after you've declared your first war, and then you get the benefits for it. That's kind of the summary. All right. Yeah, this is a rough start for the good guys. And that looks like also just a crap place. Ugh. What do we have over here? Gas Giant and another Baron. Wow. Wow. Huh. Well, hopefully James is having a crap start too. Though knowing him, somehow he always gets amazing starts. I don't know how. Alright. Probably should have... This looks like there's a system here. I might just go explore that with this guy. I have a feeling that this place is also going to be crap. Just from looking at the rest of this area. Alright, so... Let's... Ooh, wow. Wow. So that's them right there. And I already have my pupils. Damn. That sucks. Yep, and look at that. Also, I mean, it's not as crap, but at least we have a stage 2. That's our first stage 2 that we found in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems. That's horrendous. That's disgusting. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a start this bad before. But at least we'll be able to maybe leverage our early aggression and just go straight for him. I mean, we don't need anything. I think what we're going to do next after getting our science is we have to go straight for autonomous construction, get our termite class ships utilizing our titanium slugs, and then I don't even see a place to sit down a colony. I think we're just going to go straight for them. Because we don't have a second planet to get to go on Vega, so I think we just have to go after him. That sucks. That really sucks. I mean, if this gambit doesn't work, I mean, we're dead pretty much, just because of this start. It's kind of the unfortunate thing with Endless Space is that sometimes your game can be dictated by your start. And James and I were actually having a really interesting discussion about this by like a standard deviation where you have your bell curve of your starts, or you have your average start, your god starts, and your shit starts. And each civilization has like a different standard deviation, a different range in which it can function. And I think Cravers are pretty good because we can have that early aggression that even though we have no good colonizable planets around us, we can go pure military and like take other people's good places and kind of salvage even a really bad start. But something like Horatio, for example, if they started here like this, they'd be totally screwed. They wouldn't be able to do this. Although that is an amazing planet. It has a Mediterranean and a tiny Terran. Oof! Wow. Okay, so definitely want to get this guy over here as soon as possible. Wow, delaying it 9 turns. That sucks. That sucks. But yeah, so that's going to be amazing. This is going to be really strong for us. This is one of the new unique planets. I wish I would have found it a while ago. I wish I would have just not sent this guy up there. That was pretty dumb. That was me being a little bit impatient. But it'll be okay. Alright, so what do we have down here? Some steps and some barons. Let's see what we got. Oh, it looks like we got a population, which is nice. Yes, a Near East population. Okay. We have some red sang around us. Not too bad. And let's see what's over here. Okay, so what do we have over here? We have another step, barren ice. Wow, so this is just kind of an inhospitable zone. Damn. Kind of impressed by how barren this this part of the galaxy is. So it looks like this constellation is gonna dead end in this corner. So hopefully this is a colonizable planet, and I can just, since this is going to be delayed a whole bunch, I can just pump out a pupa, throw it down there, and then maybe our second colony will go down here. But it really just depends on what that's going to be. Looks like James is already doing well. If we look at the scores, he's probably got his first colony down and is doing his stuff. We're going to capture this vessel as always, and it's starting on top of us. Strange. Usually it starts like one system away from your farthest explored area, but that's okay. We'll get it eventually. It's not. We don't need it like right now, right? This is it's nice, but not critical. All right. So after this finishes in 1 turn. I think after that we're going to want to get 2 locusts to start doing our aggression, private-public partnerships, 1 more locust to finish our... Oh wait, actually, I need to update. Since we got the better engines, we've just got to update our locusts so that they have 7 movement speed. So we're going to do 2 locusts, public, private, and then another locust. And with these 3 locusts and the intruder ship, that will give us a full fleet of 6, which will be much stronger than anything anyone else can field at this point in the game. And then once we get autonomous construction, we'll also be able to get our termite ships to start whittling away at his defenses, so we can preserve our oh so precious and oh so scarce manpower. Okay, so... Oh, wait, was that this turn? Okay, it looks like... Oh, oops, I think I just ended my turn super early for no reason. But we're going to be able to catch it super early. Awesome. I think what I'm going to do then is that we can see the edge of this this minor sieve here. Do I want to do that, or do I want to go straight for him? I'm not sure. I haven't decided. I definitely want to declare war on these guys, obviously. Ooh, and it's the Pulsos with Thinkers and Tinkers. Awesome. So I just found the two of my favorite initial strategies. This one, because it just gives you flat industry for all of your places. Absolutely amazing. This is by far the best one. So we're definitely going to want to prioritize getting those guys. But we also want to get these guys for the tech. Yeah, so I think we're going to be moving along pretty nicely. I mean, not great, obviously, but nicely. Let's see. So this guy's coming down. 7 more turns. So he's gonna get there at turn 13. Turn 13. That's really late for your first colony, isn't it? It'll be turn 12. Still really late for the first colony. But we're getting this guy early, so that makes up with it. That partially makes up for it. Let's see. So he has 9 movement speed. So I think I'll be able to get him down here. Take him down. And then go back up here. Take this guy out. By the time my things are finished. I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's correct. I think this build order is correct. This is an interesting puzzle, though. Alright, so this guy's going to run into a blockade. We're going to capture him just like that. And, ooh, he's sieging. We can't let that happen. That place is ours. So, we're going to take our guys over here. Yeah, no. This place is ours. So, since he's being aggressive towards it, we just have to take it. Right now. Because we don't want to lose Thinkers and Tinkers, because it's too good. So we're gonna invest a little bit of our early manpower into it, which is okay. Okay, because we're still waiting on our locusts and our termites, anyways. Okay, so we discovered this place here, and it is also crap. Wow. Wow. It's 1 tier 2 planet, and that's it. I am impressed. Game. So apparently some galactic gods have decided that James's Lumeris really need a huge handicap. So, yeah, because look at this. Wow. I mean, so let's count the tier 2 planets since we have some downtime. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 4, 5. So other than this system, which is really good, there are 5 tier 2 planets, 0 tier 0, and 0 tier 1 planets in this area. That is a pretty bad start. I mean, fortunately, the empires start with a nice Terran, which we're going to be taking. Nice, we got our Thinkers and Tinkers already. I might just keep my hero out and have him go to battle. Do some early aggression just to give us that little extra oomph in our power. Wow, this place is also crap. Just can't catch a break, apparently. Wow. Okay. After autonomous construction, since we have no fertile planets anymore, we're definitely going to need some food. Or fertile or temperate planets, so we're definitely going to need some food. So let's send this guy off, and let's bring this guy down to here. He can be there in 2 turns. This guy, so we need 1 more turn here, and 2 turns here. So I think having him come down, he'll be able to get here. He'll be able to get here. Yep, exactly perfect. So he'll be arriving, then all of my ships will be done, and we can send them out. Yep, I think that's the way to do it. We don't need to spend influence to increase on our increased fleet costs, lower fleet costs, because we don't need to accelerate the building of our ships at all, so we can just leave everything as it is for now. Yeah, so what I was saying is I think I'm just going to keep this guy out and about, this guy out and about, so that he can help with our battle, just in case that they want to pull something tricky. Which I don't think they will be able to. I'm just too strong too early, and I'm focusing it so hard.
You're a slut.
So I think we should be fine. So yeah, so we're just going to get him a little bit of extra experience. It's going to hurt our early game here a little bit. We're not going to get the forced labor bonus, but that really doesn't matter because this place is such crap. Really, I mean, we're going to be wanting to put him in this place anyways. He's not going to be able to benefit that place very much anyways, so we'll see. I think we should be okay. Yeah, finding the thinkers and tinkers there is going to be huge. I'm pretty excited for that. It means that we also are going to want to make some good scout ships. Which reminds me, since we saw a whole bunch of steps, we're going to want to throw that in our queue as well, because that's what we're going to be colonizing. A vast majority of what we're going to be colonizing. Yeah, so we have our 3 guys here who have 7 movement speed, and then this guy has 9 movement speed. So he's going to take 3 turns to get there, and then this guy should be able to come here and then get up there, and they should arrive on the same turn, or at least close. Alright, so we have another of the best unique planets that he's already colonized, but we'll be taking from him shortly. Okay, yeah, so interesting. So this whole area is total crap, except for the unique planet systems, which are really, really, really good. Interesting, I've never seen a galaxy set up this way. It could be kind of fun. I'm pretty excited for it. Alright, we got another slave population. It's going to be really nice. Sorry, I'm itching my nose so much. It's really itchy for some reason. Maybe it gets itchy when I'm given a shit start in the galaxy. I don't know. Okay, so we got these. Autonomous construction in 2 turns, which will fit perfectly there, so we're just going to get rid of that because we want to save our surplus industry for our first termite, which is going to help us siege down this. And I think everything is just moving along. Not much to do because we don't have anything there, and then this guy is not really doing anything either. I'm wondering if I should be producing locusts out of this to fund the war effort. I don't think it's quite necessary yet. Will be beneficial soon, because I mean there's nothing else for this guy to do. The Xeno-industrial plants are only going to give him 10 industry, and I would rather just have a couple locusts. So yeah, I mean I can build 2 locusts for the price of the Xeno-industrial plant, and I think at the moment I'd rather have the 2 locusts than the 10 industry per turn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. After this is done, I'm going to get the locusts. Ooh, or maybe I should do termites up here. I haven't decided. We'll see. When the time comes, I might build some termites up there, just that they're a little bit closer. I lost my... Wow, it can't even sustain 1 extra person here. Oh, because it's still mutinous. That makes sense. Okay, so we got our guys there. We got this guy here. So in order to finish the quest, you just disband them. Finish that. Always, always, always. So in my other videos, I talked about, you know, sometimes this is a good option, sometimes this is a good option. I have, after further testing, extensive testing, the Infinity Shield, the plus 30% health bonus, is so insanely strong always, 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 always do this. And fortunately, I think we should have already, yep, so we already control one of the systems that we needed. And so it's always two minor factions that you have to take control of, and we already had one, and the other one's right here. So that we're going to be able to get it really nice and quick. Okay, so yeah, so we are going to get, as I predicted, they will be arriving on the same turn. It's like I planned it that way, and we're finishing our private-public partnerships at the exact same time we're finishing our autonomous construction. It's like I've played these guys before, which is cool. Alright, since we have thinkers and tinkers now, we want to just be getting as absolute many curiosities as we can, and actually exploring is less important, because the more early curiosities we can stack up, the more early industry we get. So you can see that we have 13 curiosities discovered, and if we just look at our industry, we just get plus 13 from thinkers and tinkers, and that will be throughout my empire. Every system will get that bonus. So even my brand new place over here is going to get that, and it's going to be amazing. That's why I think it's so strong. So we're going to actually just hang out for this turn to get that other curiosity, because I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. So we can end that turn. I still haven't decided whether I want to pull my hero and have him be a governor for a little while, or if I want him to aid in the war. And I think I'm going to have him aid in the war. I don't see any reason why not. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him pull in here. And then we're going to, because we're Cravers, we have tons of extra money. So we are going to equip him with a better one of these. We can give him one of these, since we're going to be doing some early sieging. And some armor as well. Oh, wait, we don't have, oh no, we don't have any titanium. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Damn. That throws a wrench in our plans, doesn't it? Well, well, either way, we'll definitely put those together. Definitely declare war on this guy. Start our siege at least. I guess, I mean, what it's going to mean is that we'll just have to sit on this one for a little bit longer, which is okay. Not the end of the world. It's just going to delay us a little bit longer than I'd like, but we'll survive. Alright, I could sit on there and keep sieging that one, but I don't think it's worth it. I want to find more curiosities to get more influence. Throw down a blockade here. And this guy really doesn't have anything left to do. Let's get some cerebral reality for even more early science, and then I think I'm just gonna grab some more locusts. I don't see any reason why not. We are up to 9 CP already for our fleet size, so might as well max that out as best as we can. Let's grab this amazingly good Terran. Oh, this is so good. It's insane. So yeah, with just the dust investment, look at that. 8 turns. Crazy. Because we get to the Cravers, get their 2.5 times FIDS bonus, even during outposts. So you can see that instead of just producing the normal 15, we're producing 40. Super strong. Okay. So now we have this guy. Are there any other curiosities down here? One over there. Ooh, and a bunch of them over here. So we're going to send them over here. Get this whole big batch of curiosities. Yeah, these 4. Perfect. Okay, so unfortunately, again, we don't have any titanium, so we can't do any termite rush. I should have really looked at that. That was an oversight on my part. Unfortunate, but manageable. Looks like there are a bunch of curiosities over there as well. I think what I'm going to do with this guy is just grab another scavenger, because we want to get, as I said, Thinkers and Tinkers is so powerful that since I got it so early, I just rushing it and concentrating on it is going to be hugely beneficial. Yeah, look at how strong we are compared to these guys. Yeah, this ship and extra CP is just so good. So we're going to be able to, I think, kill anything that he's going to try and throw at us. Which is great. Alright, we found another minor civ. Perfect. Let's go to war immediately, as always. That looks like these two lines probably converge over here. So let's just scoot on through. An interesting thing is that if the fleet that is surrounding the system does not have a blockade, if you go to the system itself and then stop, it gets the opportunity to attack you. But if you just move on through like I am here, it won't have the opportunity to attack me. So just be wary. It's why having scout ships in your fleet is really good, because then you can kind of see what's coming and maybe avoid a fight if you don't want to have one. Okay, so we're doing planetary landscaping, giving us a little bit extra food, and then I think I want... What do I want? So we're going to get the step colonization, and then I think I want some extra guns, some better guns, since we're going super aggro. Yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm not really losing out on anything I can't think of. Let's see, because we're going to do this, which means we're going to be building that, and we can build that in 2.5 turns. Yeah, so that should work out perfectly, so that when that's ending, we'll be having a pupa built. Actually, no, I want to switch these around, because I want to... No. Yeah, so... yeah, that should be fine. I'll be building the food thing, and then after I'm done with the food thing, I'll have the pupa, and the pupa will be on its way to its destination, which will probably be this right here. I think that's the best place, as sad as that is. What do we have down here? We have just that nice arid. Yeah, what was this one? I think this is another steppe area. Yeah, kind of similar. Equally as bad. That one's super bad. That's super bad. How's Heka? Heka is also, I mean, better. Yes, we might go up to Heka. If we have this by the time that pupa's done, then I'll go up to Heka. If not, I'll probably stay down at Gistrad. And what's this over here? That is a nice big Mediterranean. I hope that's connected to me somehow, like if it goes something like that, but I have a feeling that's in more of this constellation over here. So I think that's in the Libra constellation, so I don't think Atlas is connected to us in any way, unfortunately. Wow. So this looks like a pretty... Nope, those are toxics, not good green planets. Okay, so that's also crap. Huh. I have no words. Yeah, look at our dust production already. It's so strong. Yeah, and since we have so many wars going on already, we're already loyal. It's great. Yep, so see how I just moved straight through there without having to deal with the pirates? It's a nice trick that you guys should definitely employ whenever you can. It will save you some pain. Definitely. Alright. Yeah, these turns are pretty quick, not that interesting, simply because there's not much to do. I'm wondering if rushing influence, like these the spin projects, these guys, might be a good idea for Vega, simply to get these black holes and just get an early 100 science. Because that might be really, really strong and a way to kind of salvage this beginning. If I was Unfallen and I could just go in and tangle these, that would be amazing. The Unfallen are so strong simply because they can make they can make their main planet, which always starts really strong, amazing regardless of the surroundings. So yeah, James seems to be having some interesting turns. I'm already the point leader at turn 13 or 14. I think I was the point leader earlier simply because I got this guy so early. All right, so there we go. We finished our food subsidies, these sustainable farms. So we're gonna build those. Also, I got a curiosity which gave me the honeycomb scope, and I've seen a lot of people, and I know James really discounts it. I love the honeycomb scope because I think vision is one of the most important things. And since I don't build a whole lot of influence, I won't have these big influence radii. So having the extra 5 vision is going to push my vision from here out to like here. It's actually a really significant increase. So it's going to be really nice. I'm going to be building them everywhere. So definitely not too upset about that. Alright, so we'll just join these up. So we have a nice strong fleet of 450, way stronger than anyone else at the moment. I'm sure that no one else can really compete with me at the moment. Ooh, we got some nice curiosities over there. And I think that's going to be Riftborn. If I remember the colors that I assigned, I think that's Riftborn. Alright, so we got those guys. We got another Locust over here. Scavenger's almost done there. He's going to be heading over to... Oh no, someone did all those. Damn. So that's why it's a race, because everyone else wants the curiosities as well. That suggests to me that we have a Sophons in the area, considering that they can already scout level 2 curiosities. Yeah, so the one mistake that I've made in the past is that you don't want to start this siege too fast, because they'll just do conscription over and over and over again, and you'll actually lose out in the war of attrition, even though right now I have 89 to his I think I can get an actual number of it. Yeah, so my 89 to his 36. The fact that he can do multiple conscriptions in a row will just beat me out in a war of attrition. Which reminds me, I'm going to spend some of my early gold to increase my industry, or my infantry health. I right-clicked there instead of left-clicking. I unfortunately don't have any manpower to switch over to some tanks, because that would also be really nice. As soon as I get, it takes 25 per 10%. So as soon as I get up to 25, if I can, I'm gonna switch over to some armor, because armor does 50% bonus damage against troops. Everyone in the game has troops right now except for me, so the more armor we can get at the moment, the better. Yeah. So that. Oh, James is ready. Good. Okay. Alright, so we got blue cap mold, and we got a desync. I've really been impressed with the devs. So if you guys played any multiplayer right at the release patch, it would desync all the time, and it was really annoying. But the devs have done a great job of getting it to resync with itself. I've been really impressed.
The Empire has a proposal.
So hopefully it will resync. So yeah, look at these guys. So these guys have 44, our guys have 33, but it doesn't even matter because we're just better. All right, so we're gonna keep our hero has missiles, so we're gonna keep him in the first flotilla so he can be shooting at long range all the time. And we're just gonna, he's probably gonna run away. Ooh, he stayed. Interesting. So yeah, so we'll pull up this just to kind of demonstrate. So you can see that our missiles were doing damage even though we are at short range. because if you're in a different flotilla, you're always considered to be long range. So that's why you put your missile guys on uncontested flotillas like 1 and 3, and they'll always be able to shoot at flotilla 2. That's just a little trick. Once again, highly suggest you guys take advantage of it. Okay, so where's the nearest curiosity? I think it's down there. All right, this guy's moving over here. 4 turns, that's incredibly good. All right, let's get us some more curiosities. All right, what do we have? Titanium, perfect. So the Ghost of the Machine is good. You can get some early loot now, early 75 dust, or you can sacrifice 50 total science for an 80% chance to get 10 dust per system on your empire. I think I'm just gonna take the dust now. This is actually an interesting choice because I just don't have that many systems that are going to get affected by it. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to take the dust. Normally I would go the other one, simply because I'll have multiple systems and 150 dust per system is great. Ooh, we got a Garden of Eden over here, I think. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so we're also going to want to get this next. Yeah, definitely next. Because we want to colonize this Mediterranean right away and get that titanium output. Alright, so you did your job admirably. We can do a little check-in, see that we get plus 18 industry from Fingers and Tinkers, almost as much as our Xeno-Industrial plant already, if that gives you an idea of how amazing it is. It's quite amazing if you were wondering. Yeah, so I think we just... Oh, we got... Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. So we got 5 titanium from discovering it as well, that titanium deposit. So we're going to make our termites, termite class. And you just take your colony ship, throw on an engine, and 2 of these guys. And those are your termites. And they are just going to eat through enemy defenses. We can make 2 of them, which is perfect. Really excited about that. Great find. It's going to make this go much faster because right now we're doing 12 per turn. With the termites do 32 each per turn, so it'll be vastly accelerating our game. One other comment is we found out that if the Lumeris AIs have no idea how to value their own outposts. So they have that passive trait called planet brokers or something like that. I don't know, James was telling me about it. But you can enter into negotiations and just buy outposts from the Lumeris for super cheap, like 400 dust cheap. But we banned that because it's unfair, and taking advantage of AI stupidity is not something that James and I like to do. The other thing that we've a house rule of ours is that we have banned Voidiani heroes since the last patch because of their retarded +1 Fidzi per population per hero level ability, which just, you get a Voidiani hero and you win the game. I don't know what the devs were thinking, but it is the dumbest thing ever. Absolutely ungodly, unbelievably broken. So that's just forced us to straight up ban everything Voidiani. You can't play Voidiani, you can't. You can't play Voidiani for a multitude of other reasons also that we've gone into a couple times. They're just so poorly designed. But also now that their heroes are also horribly designed. Okay, so what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were getting more curiosities, as always. Great, more XP on my ships. That's cool. So if you don't know, what ship XP does is it level. So those things gives you plus XP on your ships here. So what the XP does is, so every level that your guys rank up, so it goes like Rookie, Rookie 1, Rookie 2, Rookie 3, Veteran, and every time your ships level up, they get bonuses to damage and health. I'm not sure if it's like a flat bonus or a percentage bonus, but I know it's pretty significant. So getting that, getting fleet XP, I mean, it's not that great when you just have some scouts running around doing it, but getting fleet XP, one of the things I like to do is throw some scouting, a pro module on my heroes whenever they're running around doing their hero fleet stuff. Not only for the experience of discovering the curiosities, but also the potential to get some bonus fleet XP and level up my ships a little bit. It's really strong. Okay. So I think that's the end of that turn. This guy should be coming up pretty soon. Yep, 3 turns. Probably less with... Oh wait, no, that's another... Wow, so I discovered 3 population. Man, that would be great if we actually had a place to put them. I mean, because this planet's already depleted. Which sucks. Really unfortunate. Fortunately, this place is going to be amazing with a Mediterranean, a tundra, and this ungodly good Terran. This place is going to be our capital, basically. And it's going to have Red Sang and both tier 1 strategic resources. That place is going to be amazing. Unfortunately, it's tucked away a little bit. It's going to take a while for any of our ships to get anywhere useful. But as my brother, you might have heard that ping, just told me and just reminded me, we're doing 45-minute episodes, so that is going to be the end of our first episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and will join us for the next episode. See you later.